Test, 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 test. What it do? Hello. Trump, 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 Kamala, Kamala, Kamala. Debates. Political debates. I am blocked on my main account. My main account is gone forever, y'all. Gone forever. What's up? We are back. I thought I was going to call it quits, but we're back. I'm back. Fwick it. What's Stan? We can fwick it, dude. What's up, Jules? What's up, Shelly? Lady Local. Hello, y'all. Guys, help me out with the algorithm. Maximize those taps. Get some taps on that screen, y'all. The faster they grow, the better. You tell me think about it, well, I did. Trump, Harris, MAGA debates, friendly debates, political debates, friendship debates, immigration, mass deportation, voting, gerrymandering, Christian nation, white nationalism, Christian Christo-fascism, bad political views. That ought to get him. That ought to get him. Bigoted views. That ought to bring him in. Guys, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, hop into the box. Let me know why you like Trump. Also, this is my other alt account. And if we can get this to 10K, this can be my new alt account that I can use this kind of stream setup. I wonder what the AR summary says. Hello.
Hello, 49 from Georgia.
What's up? What do you like about Trump?
Well, I like that he's so far out there that everybody notices everything he says and does. On like more low than the previous presidents, they pay more so close attention to what he says and what he does, and
I think they
attracts a lot of
scrutinize.
attention.
I think they scrutinize everybody pretty equally, but I think Trump crosses that line more frequently, and I think that's why y'all like him, right? Like he just speaks his mind and says whatever the fuck.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I'm talking. This is what I'm gonna get to. Because he's so far out there, people really recognize every little thing he does. We don't recognize everything everybody else does, but he puts it out there really. Like he talks this way, but he does opposite that way.
So he
It's
lies.
it's like you really don't know what he's thinking or what he's going to do, right? But he's doing it like he's working with a mob in New York in the 80s or 90s. You know what I'm saying? Because he did. Let's face it, he did.
I mean,
I didn't vote.
I would say yeah, he's working. He's running
He's like a
the
mob
government
boss.
like a mob.
Yeah, he is. He's a mob boss. That's what he is. I didn't vote for him because he's like a go to church or anything like that. I didn't vote for him for that reason. I voted for him because he's way out there. Well, now he promised no wars, and now here we are going into a conflict, and I'm not very happy about this. But then it also led to the fact that he's paid by APAC so much, and APAC is making a lot of decisions. With Netanyahu got us into this war in Iran
Hmm.
because Trump had to listen to him, and then I look back and think about what happened to us during Iraq war, and then I'm like, well, yeah, that was a benefit of Benjamin Netanyahu, and he's the one that. So this is all just everybody's been like controlled by APAC. They're sponsoring
I
all our.
think historically, every president that's been in office has had a leash on Netanyahu and making sure that we didn't allow him to just bomb everybody. Most of the stuff that we
Yeah,
do for them has conditions tied to it. And you could even see with Kamala and Biden, they put a leash on him and they even withheld arms for a minute because they didn't want them to indiscriminately just bomb everybody. So that's a stark difference between Trump and any other administration. I think Trump is exclusively susceptible to the type of manipulation that people like Netanyahu and other dictators have on him. They know how to like stroke his ego. I think Trump is the easiest person to play ever. You just kind of like give him compliments, or you can just make fun of him, and he gets upset.
yeah. Well, you're right there, but because he's so much in the spotlight all the time, it puts it really on there that yeah he is bought. Now the e files that come out, this really raises an eyebrow because um, Mr. Epstein was I think he was part of Mossad, but they had things on Trump and they had things on other people, but I'm like, yeah, they definitely have something on him, so he's got to do what they say or they're going to release it.
So you admit that he's completely
Compromise.
compromised, and you
Yeah,
still
he's
like
completely
him?
compromised. I didn't know this before. I didn't know it before.
Trump
I didn't know he
and
was compromised.
I would say just about every bit of Republican policy points towards helping mostly rich people and
I agree.
mostly, uh, the very, very elite. The rest of it is wedge issues, culture wedge issues that they convince you is a reason to vote for them. So, like, there's a whole group of people because of how much money Trump spent on demonizing trans people. There's a whole group of people who think that Democrats are trying to do things with trans people or just all have this one belief about trans people and they should put them here and there. While none of us have any positive positions on like some of those things, we do believe in like treating them with kindness and grace at the very least. So when the GOP hits us with this crazy rhetoric, which is a complete culture war issue, like completely manufactured in a think tank somewhere, when they say, "Oh, you want trans people in the bathrooms," we realize they're just trying to get your vote. They have nothing to offer you, dude. Nothing.
Yeah, this is something that I've looked at. I was like, but then the first person I voted for was I was the first person I voted for was Clinton. So I'm thinking like every person I voted for up to now has been a wrong person to vote for. Um, I'm like they're all been compromised. They've all been bought. It's like I wasted my time. I should have just voted independent and said, okay, so what?
There's only one trend that, or there's a few trends that I've seen to be true. So every time there's a Democrat in office, the economy does exponentially better. Not just a little bit. I'm not just lying. It's like so much better. It's insane. We create 50 times more jobs than
Yeah,
Republicans. That's just like a no-brainer. If you ever looked at any statistics, if you have a third grader's understanding of economics, you would look at the two. and you would choose Democrat every time if this was based on actual policy that helped us financially or economically. You would also choose the same when it comes to anything, crime, education. Uh, uh, there's just a number of things where Republicans, they do nothing but excel at crime rates, teen pregnancy, people dropping out of high school, low life expectancy. Um, Basically, in insolvent states, every single Republican state worth mentioning is just insolvent, because the only mechanism Republicans have in talking about policy is just simply reducing taxes, and it'll never be increased. So how in the fuck would they ever balance a budget?
No, they're not. But on a topic is, I was at a commissioners meeting the other night, a few weeks ago over there, and they're wanting to put 3 data centers near my area, and we saw Democrats and Republican people. I can tell because they're obviously Democrat people. They got green hair. They dress a certain way. That's fine. I can see them there, and they didn't want the data center. The Republican people, they didn't want data center, but the commissioners, they voted for them. They went against all the people in the room. So I got to look over there and see Democrats and Republicans just totally just pissed and could not believe what just happened. And they were just so angry about it. These data centers going up because a lot of us use well water, so we don't use public water. We use well water. So they're going to drop all the wells. They're going to create all these problems, and the governor is just letting them. Governor down here in Georgia is just letting them put them up everywhere. They're doing it in Texas, Kansas. I mean, they're creating entire power plants in Texas just to fund these AI these data centers, and I'm like, these people don't want it. We don't want that everywhere, and they're putting them up, and it's like, I think, there's Republican governors that are doing it, and like, because of that, now I'm like, well, I'm not going to vote for a Republican governor next time. I have to go and vote for a Democrat because I'm not going. That's not my interest. I made a mistake this past time, voted for the guy we have now, because I was intentionally no more wars. Don't want to see it no more. But now here we are.
Yeah.
So
Well, I don't know. I feel like you're not so much of a debate since you're no longer a Trump supporter. But
well, thank you.
yeah.
Yep, no, thank you. But that's the way we look at it. I mean, a lot of people are just that's where they're quiet because they're not they we were told this, everything you said you do. But now you start to go after the immigrants. You start to go after the people that didn't do anything, and then you started going after. Then you came up here and said no more wars, and now here we are in Iran. And then you just don't call it a war. It's called no, it's a war. That's what it is. It's a war. I'm not, anybody's stupid. So I don't know. It's whatever they plan to do, but I think the midterms are going to be very bad for Trump. I think it's going to be very bad for him. And we're going to see a balance of power. It's too much run amok right now, too much power. We need to go back and redo the Patriot Act and get rid of it. It's the start of all our problems, is the Patriot Act. They signed right after 9/11. That was the whole point of our problems right there, because it gave too much power to the presidency. After 9/11 and knee-jerk reactions of the Congress and voting to give extra powers to the president, this is where all our problems started. So, I mean, you can look that up. You might be, I was, 22 or something when that happened, but I remember it, and I was like, why are we doing all this? But then there was a few that spoke out against it, like Rand Paul, and
I can see how it's kind of bad, but I don't know how this has led to what we have right now. I think what we have right now is an amalgamation of Trump spewing anti-government, nativist, like fascist rhetoric for 10 years. And like once he's in control, now he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. He's he never upheld any
Yeah.
of his promises before, right? Like what promise did he uphold? He didn't build a wall, didn't pass infrastructure, didn't even come up with a replacement for ACA. He golfed literally 1/5 of his presidency. He spent 1/5 of his presidency spending $200 million of our tax money paying Mar-a-Lago, his own fucking golf course, 200 million fucking goddamn it dollars. That's what he did in his first presidency. He didn't pass a single thing besides a giant tax cut for himself.
I have to agree. I didn't see it before. Don't know, man. If we fucked up big time. I don't know what to say about it. It's going to take a lot to get. I mean, you got to have a balance. You can't have just one party running everything. I don't know. I mean,
The only reason we have a far right party in this country is because of the electoral college and the way they've been able to consolidate power and gerrymander their way into maintaining control where they shouldn't. So unpopular beliefs and ideas have been prominent in areas where they shouldn't be. And it's like our nation, when you look at the Overton window, we are right of just about every other developed nation. We are a tad or a notch to the right of even most of these nations' conservative parties. Our liberal party is more conservative than their conservative parties. We are so far right now, and people don't realize it, but it's as far right as you could possibly get when you're doing things like mass deportation, basically crying about stolen elections all the time, basically having a military state, basically having corporate power, corporatism, with Trump just holding hands with Nvidia and the CEO of AI, and just making them rich as fuck, basically controlling the economy from his desk with just rules for each country and each company he doesn't like. This is full blown fascism, and people just don't know that they've just been slowly been boiling in this for 10 years.
yeah, it's gonna get well. I mean, if we have any type of system left after it's done with, I mean, they just raised the age up for joining the military to 42.
Yeah.
There's your choice. There's your chances. I'm 49. I'm a truck driver, so I'm like, they can't call me up. So I mean, but I think it's just terrible. I really do. But
Well,
I know you got to get. I know you got to get on other people that actually, support him still. But I mean, I have to be honest. I was always Rand Paul supporter. I just think we want to give him the biggest, like we lost. Like I lost my house in '08. The factory's closed. I lost my house in '08. Bought another house in 2019 here, and now we're looking at like what's the biggest bird I can send these people who bailed out these banks. We had a market crash that bailed out these banks and screwed us over and everything. I'm like, then it became a real disgruntled. Like my age, like Gen X, we just do not like them at all. Do not like the system. It's fight the man. But it's like, I mean, the biggest bird I could send would be Trump to all of them up there, but now it's coming down here, and it's like, yeah, this is affecting me really bad too. I mean, it's not good on everybody. It's not good on anybody. So I'm gonna go vote Democrat this midterm, which I will vote Democrat on the midterm. You
fuck
know,
yeah.
I mean that's all I can do. It's like,
Well,
vote Democrat on midterm.
W, I love to hear that, man. Well, thanks for coming up, and let me know how that goes, dude.
Oh yes, sir. You have a good one now. Appreciate you.
All right, you too, dude. Tight chat. If you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, hop in the box. Someone says it's over in 3 years. They just banned all routers that aren't made in America. Starlink's the only one that is. Jeez, dude. Good thing I have dude. Starlink is so ass. Who's they though? What do you mean banned? Everything you know about the foreign-made router ban in the U.S. FCC just banned the sale of new consumer-grade Wi-Fi routers manufactured outside the U.S. Oh my god. It only affects the sale of new Wi-Fi routers aimed at consumer households. It's not applied to existing FCC-approved routers on sale in the U.S. Okay, so like the ones that exist and have already been for sale, those are available for sale. Any newly manufactured will not be approved before it can be. It okay. So any new router manufactured outside the U.S. now requires FCC approval before it can be imported, marketed, or sold in the U.S. This includes routers from U.S. companies that are manufactured overseas, which is the vast majority of the market right now. This is deciding a little murky. The ban is concerned with consumer grade routers, which would conclude any that are designed for manufactured grade or outside the U.S. manufactured grade. Not gonna, you can just make them call them industrial routers. Slap the word enterprise on it or something. Enterprise router. Check who bought Starlink stock yesterday. Yeah. What about foreign made components? FCC provides some clarification. Will TP-Link be banned? Since all of the routers are made overseas, TP-Link will have to apply for conditional approval to spin up manufacturing in the US to sell any new routers. Estimates vary, but TP-Link's US consumer router market share is somewhere around 35%, with Netgear and ASUS accounting for another 25% or so. I use ASUS. I love ASUS. I have ROG mesh router from ASUS. Well, ASUS will be banned from use routers in Taiwan, though it has production facilities in China, which is several third-party manufacturers. Recent tariff pressures led the company to branch out into Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Mexico. They're making jobs everywhere but here. But the bulk of it is routers still coming from Taiwan and China. ASUS will have to apply for conditional approval to sell routers. The company did not respond to Wired's request for comment. Or any routers for manufacturing in the US. The only routers I know of manufactured in the US are some Starlink Wi-Fi routers, which are primarily made in Texas. Starlink is part of the Elon Musk space program. Amazing. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Join the military. They need you. No, thanks. I'm good. I'm good. I'm American. I'm not Israeli. Is the US under a Jewish oligarch? I don't think that's an appropriate thing to say. I think I would say it's under the government of Israel's not control, but whatever step beneath that is being manipulated by, for sure. The oligarch thing, you would have to substantiate that like people here that are just simply Jewish people that have nothing to do with the government of Israel are somehow forcing Trump's hand on that. Like that's not the case. It's the state of Israel fucking with Trump. Influence? Influence is too light. I'm gonna say manipulated. I'm gonna say coerced. Dude, guys, Starlink is so fucking ass. You don't even know. Chad, if you're a Trump supporter, you want to debate, hop into the box. Yellow.
What's up, buddy?
What's up? You a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. I was just laughing at your
You think
profile
I'm
picture.
dummy?
I'm sorry.
You think I'm a dummy?
Uh, you're brushing your teeth on my live. I think you at least lack common sense or respect.
I never said that. Who said that?
Sounds like you're brushing your teeth.
No, I'm not. You got an argument or not because you don't realize that you don't know what you're talking about?
You're just saying I generally don't know what I'm talking about in regards to what?
Just life.
Why would you say that?
Because you were out of her liberal?
Because I'm a liberal.
I would say so, yeah.
Cool. You wanna give me some pointers? What am I missing?
You want to mutilate genitals of people?
I'm not Christian. That's what y'all do, right?
That's funny.
Circumcision.
Why? Okay, and
So y'all are okay with that flavor, but not the one that's backed by science.
because it reduces infection.
Maybe back in the dark ages when we didn't know how to wash ourselves, but we know how to now. So
I don't know about that.
yeah. So you guys are still doing it without their consent at the rawest age I could possibly think of, right? All the
I don't
time,
know.
and been
I've
doing
never
it
done that
since the
before.
dark ages. You just telling on yourself?
I've never done that before. I don't know what you're talking about.
But Christians are doing that here in the country,
I
right?
guess everyone is, right? Not just them.
So you have a special exception for them, and you're only pointing at us. And it's not even a thing or a policy position of the left or anybody on the left. We just basically
Wait, but who
generally
said that though?
believe. We just generally believe in science.
Oh yeah, like the science that like a man is a woman. Dude, you're a joke.
I'm a joke. Can you tell me what a gender is?
Yeah, it's something that you're born as.
Can you tell me like the definition of gender?
Yeah, definition of gender is what you have underneath your ball sack and gooch.
Can
You
can you
have
give
a
me one that actually works? Because we're gonna have to scrutinize it, and I got a feeling you don't have one, and you won't be serious in giving me one because you know
it's
you
when
don't
it's what
have
happens
one.
when you're born and you either have an innie or an outie.
That's sex,
Yeah,
and that's just
interchangeable.
what about
Interchangeable.
what about people who have like variations of genitals?
Then you go off their chromosomes.
So it's not that simple, is it? So it's
Well, it is. I just
chromosomes. Can we just
explained it
straight
to
up
you,
go off
right,
of
goofball?
chromosomes?
Wait, did I just explain it to you, goofball, or not?
No, you didn't.
Oh, you sure about that?
First of all, I asked you what gender was, and then you just named genitals, and then I asked you
Yeah,
to
and you
clarify
couldn't quite
that's
comprehend that,
sex.
huh? You
Did you know
couldn't quite
that?
comprehend that.
Did you know that gender and sex are not the same?
Oh, did you know that's a liberal made up lie that was started in, I think, actually Germany back when their socialist communist party was taking over with Adolf Hitler and they spread it as propaganda?
Adolf Hitler actually burned all that to the ground.
Mm. It's interesting because that's not true.
Yeah, it's actually true.
It's actually incorrect. What you're saying is false. And you know you're
The
lying.
Nazi Party burned all of this to the ground. They actually started arresting gay people and trans people and socialists and communists.
Yeah. It's funny you said that because now that I think about it, that's not true.
What's not true about that?
Literally everything you just said, jackass.
Can you give me a correction or something? Or
Yeah, Nazis didn't burn anything down. They created the news. Do
they
you know what that
burned
means?
plenty of it down. They burned books. They burned institutions. They burned. They went after higher education because that was a communist ploy.
Hmm.
Yeah, they did all of it. Same stuff y'all are doing. Same where you hate people who go to college. You think it's an institutionalized like liberal doctrine. You guys hate thinking about like critically about things like what's on the screen right here. Like if you were to just Google this, it takes 3 seconds to know that this is the truth, that gender and sex are not equal. That you guys are in such a cult that you won't believe it. You won't believe
Oh yeah, cool.
anything.
Can you describe it then to me, you goofball?
Sex
Go ahead and describe it, little goofball.
sex is bimodal, meaning you can be
What the hell does that even mean?
that means that sex can be two different extremes,
That's something
male
you've never
and
even had
female.
before, by the way. You know that, right?
So true, man. I'm a born again virgin. I prayed about it, and now I'm a virgin again.
Good. Keep speaking. I'll let you.
So there's a continuum between male and female, and it
That's
includes
not true.
markers like chromosomes
That's
or
not true.
genitals, but it's
Did you go
not.
to school for this?
No, did you?
No, but that's what I'm curious is how did you learn this if you didn't go to school for it?
You're just gonna have to critique what I'm saying instead of just saying "nah."
Well, I'm just obviously you didn't go to school for it, and obviously you're not very educated on anything whatsoever at all. So
What
you're
makes
kind
you
of just embarrassing yourself up here.
okay?
Do
So
you
are
want
we
me
going to
to
be able to
do you
talk
want to
about?
make me the host? Put
Do
me
you
up
want
on the
to?
big panel. I'll
What
put
do
you
you
as co-host on there.
what do you have an education in so I can confine our
Everything.
argument? We can confine our argument to things that we can talk
Bro,
about
I'm
since that's
educated
our
in
rule.
every educated in every fucking thing you could ever think of, jackass.
Yeah, damn. We believe you, bud.
Ask me which topic you need.
I'm asking if we need a formal education in everything we talk about. Then what's your formal education in, so that we know what we can talk about?
Most things I'm educated in everything compared to you. You're probably educated in
Everything.
nothing.
uh,
You think that's a joke?
yeah,
Go
I
ahead, ask
do.
me. Oh yeah, you do
What's
because I
your
research everything. I actually research. You know Google.
you asked me if I had a formal education, and now it's okay to just have Google research? Because that's what
Well, what's your formal education?
I don't have a formal. I have a high school diploma.
Oh, you didn't go to college?
No,
Okay, that's fine. You not everyone has to. I didn't.
I'm not. I don't know why this is coming up at all. But you're just sitting here trying to discredit me because I don't have a formal education in
What do you do now then? Since you
gender
didn't get an
studies.
education? No, you don't. Come on, dude. You don't do that shit. You don't get paid to study that shit. No one does. It's not true. It's a
I
scam.
didn't say I didn't say I get paid to do that.
Okay, so that's what you do in your life is you do gender studies for free and you can afford your house bill by doing gender studies for fucking free.
Yeah,
That make
pretty
sense.
much. Yes, yes.
How do you afford your living?
I get to talk about it with people like you who like know
Are you a little
nothing.
trust fund baby?
I'm sorry.
Are you a little trust fund baby? Is that how you get all your money? You're a little trust fund baby?
No, no. I
How'd you
was
get money
I
then
was
if you
born
do
in a
gender studies
trailer
for free?
park.
Yeah,
This is what I do for work.
bro, no, it's not. No one pays you for this shit, dude. Come on.
Sure.
You can pay you pay rent and everything from this. You make enough money to pay your bills and everything from this.
Yes,
No way.
yes.
Is that real? You don't do any work outside of this. You get paid money for
Uh, besides your sister, no.
that. Huh? Okay, fuck you, you piece of shit.
Chat, tap the screen. Uh, if you want to debate and you're a Trump supporter, hop in the box. Such a trust fund baby comeback. I was born in a trailer park, y'all. I'm not a trust fund baby. If you want to debate, just type MAGA in the chat. Are you guys crushing on you? Duh. Like a real nice double wide? I wish, dude. It was a single wide. Guys, that guy studied everything. He studied everything. I said, "What do you have a degree in?" He said, "Yes." You have no followers, dude. I can't bring you up. His IQ must be 200, probably, dude. Yeah, you have to have followers, Brachacho. What's a double wide? It's a pretty cool It's a pretty cool bar in downtown Dallas. Legit, there's a bar in downtown Dallas. It's called Double Wide, and it's got a sister bar called Single Wide. And it's like a hipster bar, and it's got like 80s wrestling on like a tube television in the corner of the room, and they sell. It's not like it's like in a margarita machine. These drinks called the Yoo-Hoo Yeehaws, and it's basically a Yoo-Hoo margarita. Yeah, I got bored and I got back on, y'all. I ran out of things to do in my game. If anybody wants to run me through M9 or M10 or M11 Savage on Final Fantasy, I'm here for it. Otherwise, just kind of stuck. What's a Yoo-Hoo? A Yoo-Hoo is like a non-dairy chocolate milk they sell at the 7-Eleven. Who the fuck still drinks Yoo-Hoo? People who live in trailer parks. White trash. The good kind. Oh. Yellow, is this a Trump supporter?
No, I'm just curious if your life gets bigger or smaller complaining about Trump 24/7.
If my life gets bigger?
Yeah, metaphorically.
Yeah, it gets bigger.
That's great,
Do you just want to frame it as complaining about Trump, or like having a political position in general is just kind of like not cool? You're kind of a pussy if you do that?
No, not pussy.
So it's not complaining, it's like standing up for something, right? You could say it like that?
No, I'm actually not the biggest Trump fan, but I was just giving you advice, Maybe, constantly being negative about things. And
I should be upbeat and chipper about fascism. You're right, dude. I should be chipper.
I'm against fascism too, actually. But like, I'm just giving you advice.
But you're just kind of chill, though.
I'm not trying to put any.
You're like,
I'm
not trying
to put any ego into it or nothing like that.
I'm being tough about it. I keep my mouth shut when fascism hits. That's the cool thing to do, and that's my advice. Is that what you're saying?
But what like no, I'm not even arguing that. Like, what are you really changing though? Like, I come across that.
So what's the point of standing up for what you believe in? Is that what you're saying? What it might change?
No. What are you really changing? Like the bigger picture. What are you really changing though?
I don't know, man. I give
small.
some people.
We're so small in the world. We're so small in the world of this fucking.
Hey, you could have like
world,
this existential conversation with literally anybody at their profession anywhere in the world. Why are you having it here? What change are you making? What impact do you think you're having on me? Because it's literally zero to help you out. It's literally zero.
That is the passion I wanted to hear. Thank you. Bye. That's great.
Like, do you do this to people who serve ice cream? No, you don't. Only people who are doing things that like find fulfillment in the things they're doing. Like this, I find this the most fulfilling job I've ever had in my life. I have run offices, I've run construction companies, I've built websites, I've been a web designer. I used to fix phones, I used to be an iPhone fixer. I used to do books. God, I used to do so much stuff. I used to be a professional gamer. Out of all of those things, I like this the most. This most fulfilling thing I've ever done. There's nothing you could say to me be like, "Hey man, there's something more worthwhile doing out there." There's not a thing you could really point to me unless it like you somehow taught me to be a doctor or something where I could like very like directly see the outcomes of my work. People who serve ice cream aren't attention addicted failure Karens. So I'm not either. If I was actually attention addicted, you would see me doing far more than I do. You would see me like posting everywhere, constantly doing shout outs and self promotions. Some of this about. I'm probably the most amiable, genuine debater on this app. And for you to have those feelings towards me, but not have those towards Trump, not see the grift he's running, sad. Sad literally cries all day, every day. That was his campaign. He cried all day. You could barely get me to like get on here. You could like I actually used to be addicted to doing this and like watching the numbers go up and stuff. But now like it really does feel like work. Like this isn't just all ice cream and orgasms. I appreciate you, boobs. The most handsome debater. Uh. Duh. It's your band name? I think it brings in a eclectic audience. Where's the puppy? Guys, I didn't even bother making my bed today. Where is she? Pickles, the internet says hi. Her mustache is all messed up. Marie, can you never make your bed either? I only started making my bed when I started streaming here. She really is the cutest little patootie chat. Guys, speaking of never self-promoting, consider becoming a super fan on here. It's $10 a month, but it helps me stay stable. My other account is permanently gone, so if you were subscribed to that, that is gone. So anybody, if you're trying to figure out a way to keep me go on to support my page, that's a good way to do it. Also, my PayPal link and all that stuff is in the description of my page, and I'll show y'all where that is. This is my page, and this is the link tree. And here you can join my Discord too. So if you click on that top link, that's my Discord. And that's where some of us hang out, even when I'm not streaming. I have like one shirt for sale on my merch store. There's my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. And here's also my YouTube. If you follow me on YouTube, you'll get every live notification.
I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes. Trump is my favorite president. We've run out of bombs. We didn't run out of bombs in World War II. I feel good about the Republican.
Wow, Lindsey Graham, you fucking piece of shit. Jeez. That's wild, dude. Is that real? I mean, now this posted that. Whoa. Sarah, thank you so much for becoming a super fan. Dude, Lindsey Graham just got me fucking flagged. Goddamn, Lindsey Graham. That old turd. God, I saw someone chase him down the other day and was like, hey, why don't you just come out of the closet so people don't have to blackmail you? Bro was gagged. Who the fuck's Lindsey Graham? He's like South Carolina's closeted senator. I haven't heard the clip on Howard Stern about Lindsay Lohan. What? Sarah, thank you again. I laughed for an hour. Hello.
Hi.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you like
Yes,
about
I am.
What do you like about Trump?
He's very handsome. He knows how to be a politic, you know. He is getting the Mexicans out, you know. And yeah.
Doug,
He's getting the illegals out, yeah.
You're not. You got to brush up on the troll voice, all right, bro? Plus, nobody thinks that conservatives like anime, dude. Unless you're special kind of weird. You gotta.
What's anime?
Get out of town, dude. Conservatives. If you're conservative and unironically like anime, you have a comprehension of a fucking 3-year-old. Yeah, they don't understand character arcs. They're like, what do you mean? Stop disrespecting 3-year-olds. Sorry, my bad, chat. My bad. We're on night number 3 of us trying to get back into the good graces of the algorithm. Should we play Resident Evil? Should we make my zoom in face bigger too? I'm gonna make it bigger. Is my face getting fat? Like, my face is not fat, chat. This lighting makes it look fat though. Like, I'm aerodynamic. I'm not fat. The backlighting hides my features. There we go. There's that chiseled jawline. I look healthy, thank you. Yeah, I've got a little fluff on me, guys. A little postnatal fluff. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
What do I like about Trump? That he fucked your mom last night.
Why do you say that? Oh no. Guys, I'm gonna go outside and shadow box that kid. Oh, another unknown caller, Chad. Geez. Pickles abortions. No fetus can beat us. How can we help you?
Shut up, cracker.
That was kind of like off, like not even like a strong insult. Do people think that cracker's like a huge, like, I don't know if anybody could ever truly feel offended being called a cracker. I mean, obviously the roots of it's horrible, but it doesn't like remind you of a time where you were oppressed. It reminds you of a time when you were a oppressor. Nothing wrong with a little saltine. Guys, I'm scared to game on here. Scared to game on this account. We're just gonna have to keep doing. Do I really have to turn off the phone line? We can't have nice things, dude. I can't stream on my other account. I can't stream gaming on that until I reach 10K. How many do I have? Be sure to follow this account, y'all. Follow this account. 5,195. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate and you're over 18, yeah, is MAGA just done? Are they done? I think they're done. We can all go home now. I could possibly do you guys remember when I used to do drawing streams? I could do doodling streams. I can do I got dude, they're really fucking with me like hard. My life contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Reason: harassment and bullying. What? Do I play chess? No. Pictionary drawing stream? I'm not good at chess, by the way. I'm not good at chess. I do mainly more complex games. Chess can get deep. Chess can get really deep. But the same goes for everything. The same goes for every game. It can get just as deep and does get deeper than chess. Chess is very complicated, but like so is, I don't know, Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty is more complex than chess easily. League of Legends, yeah. It's like MOBA chess, but it's even more complex. So if you think about like the variables and the complexity of chess, each move has its own like set way it can move. And some of them are very simple, some of them are a little complex. Now think of the character in like League of Legends or COD. Same thing. But the rules are far more dynamic. There's movement rules allocated on time and like standing or crouching or whatever. Like there's so many things. And then you have all of the different metas for guns, and then you have all of the different maps, and then you have all of the different types of teams and types of scrimmages or skirmishes. It's just so much more complex if you actually think about it. Pickles, I love you, but chess is the most complicated game going. It's not. It's not. People can only... I think chess is just the most... where it's very easy to see the complexity. Because it's not more complex. It takes place in a 2D chessboard with, 12 by 12. It's not more complex than something with a bigger map, with more types of movement and more different types of direction and more different types of strategy. Okay, but have you played MAGA chess? No. No updates on my primary account, no. Yeah, chess has got like a kind of okay amount of rules, but like I could just I don't know, I could point to even the most rudimentary game like Minecraft. Minecraft has a lot of shit to remember. You just don't realize you're learning something so intricate because it's a game. It's got graphics. How many moves? I've heard of Crimson Desert. I've been watching people play. I think you might love it. Um, isn't that just a gotcha on phone? You don't know what a gotcha game is? Gotcha is like a style of game popularized in Korea and China. And it's like a type of game that's like very predatory kind of on microtransactions. Favorite pickle? Zesty. The smaller the pickle, the better. 'Cause I like them crunchy. Seems up the same alley as Final Fantasy. Huh. Interesting. Yes. Well, y'all. Holy cow, we're still hovering around 30K. I don't know how much further we're gonna go. How much further should we go, chat? Good night, Beth. Sweet dreams. I watch Backrooms movie. A24 is releasing in May. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good movie. Anything A24, I usually check it out. Did I see a trailer for Disclosure Day? No, I didn't. I did not. All right, y'all. Looks like we're calling it. I love yous. check out the news on the UN resolution on reparations. Yeah, for sure. I sent you a video in here about how that Danish guy got his gun back from a Burma. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you. Might help you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, chat. I'll catch y'all later. Much love, y'all. Bye.